Hey there, gorgeous gays! Version2 here with reacting to Pokemon Presents. But instead of doing that, Deku has cut out the entirety of the Pokemon Presents that isn't announcing the new generation. Because fuck the rest of the Pokemon Presents. Who needs it? This is all. If you're clicking on the video for Pokemon Presents, what you care about is, oh my god, there's a new gen announced. And me going, oh my god, there's a new gen announced. I'm probably not going to watch anything past this trailer. I usually basically watch announced trailers now. But I figured they'd show the starters here, and I'm going to be impossible to avoid that until, the games come out. And maybe I'll play them? I don't know. I didn't do Sword and Shield on stream or anything. And then I played those games on my own time, and yeah, I'm glad I didn't, because oh my god. But then I did Scarlet and Violet on stream after hearing from people after it released that it was good. And now Scarlet and Violet are like my favorite main series Pokemon games. So, I'm curious about this. I mean, this isn't, I don't know how much a announced trailer for it could tell us whether it's good or not, because the stuff that, the thing that made me love Scarlet and Violet so much was, I love the decks, but between just incredibly awesome it's half incredibly awesome Pokemon and half shitpost. It's awesome. It's fucking amazing. And the other thing that I love about Scarlet and Violet so much is the story and the characters, and that is hard to get from the trailers and stuff like that. I did like the open world element, but I liked the open world element in terms of I deliberately explored as much of the open world as I could without any abilities. That was way more fun. Once you got the abilities, exploring the open world was just very... choose a direction, you can go anywhere in Europe, and it's, unlimited. It was too much. But I liked running around the entire map before getting any of those. That was fun. Oh, pardon me. Oh, yeah, I also still haven't done, DLC for Scarlet and Violet, or the post-game. So I guess that's another reason to not watch this. I've also not played Legends ZA or Arceus. People say I should do that at some point. Do, playthroughs of Arceus and ZA on stream. People seem to really like those games, but we have there's so many games to play and Pokemon games. I mean, I have Pokemon behind me all the time in every fucking video I have, so maybe I should play more Pokemon games on stream. But we are watching this and we're gonna see what awesome things are in the new generation. This will be a 4-year gap for them coming out this year, which most generations of Pokemon exist on a 3-year gap between games. It's only been between, generations 3 and 4 and 4 and 5, I think Deku said? Or between 2 and 3 and 4 and 5? We were discussing it earlier in the Discord. Yeah, between 3 and 4 and between 4 and 5. So between Ruby Sapphire and Diamond Pearl, and then between Diamond Pearl Black and White. Those were 4-year gaps. Every other generation's been a 3-year gap. Scarlet and Violet came out in 22, so coming out in 26. This will be another 4-year gap, which... given the performance things that Scarlet and Violet had on launch, is probably why. But also, I don't super care about that. The buggy, glitched, nature of Scarlet and Violet made my playthrough of it so fucking funny. We did shit to that game that the game was not fucking expecting, and if the game was more polished, we wouldn't have been able to, so I don't know. If we get another Pokemon game on a Switch 2, more powerful console with 4 years of dev time instead of 3 years, assuming it even would work that way, because they're now releasing more games in between of stuff like ZA. I don't know. I'm gonna kind of miss Pokemon games that aren't a complete and utterly busted fucking mess. That was fun. Either way, let's watch, shall we? Oh my god, this is totally in-game footage. I know it says not actual gameplay footage, but it totally is. You talk to your peak at a picnic table's peak cinema. Exactly. Oh my god, Pikachu's in the next generation! Let's fucking go! Umbreon and Espeon? Yo. I love Pokemon Coliseum. Rocky Blocks! Yo, Kecleon! Starly! Abomastar! No, Abomastar's the evolution. Feeling! What's up, Ghana? Oh, this is all different games. Okay. This is all different games. Gigantamaxing back in thing. Cramoran. Yeah, this is adorable. Oh, hi, Pikachu. That is a very cool looking Pikachu. That Pikachu looks very fluffy and I want to hug it. I want to hug it. I wish Pokemon were real. Like the cute ones you can have as pets. Yo, these two Pikachus saw this Pikachu from across the bar and they really dig their vibe. Game Freak. That were very adorably dressed. No representative actual game experience, screenshots, something. Tropius! My lord! I mean, okay, the designs of areas like towns and shit look really cool. Trainers look cool. Okay, the environments definitely look like they've got more going on. Because exploring the open world was fun in Scarlet and Violet. But there wasn't a lot to interact with other than finding Pokemon. So that's one thing I would hope would change in this one. The environment didn't have much to do within it other than catch Pokemon and possibly find items. Like the experience of going along routes and finding things and stuff is not as much there. Here's our starters. Oh my god, it's Missile! That's just Missile! That's Missile! It's just Missile! Pom Bomb? I'm choosing Pom Bomb. It's just Missile! It's Missile! People keep saying this should just be Breath of the Wild, but Pokemon could finally shut up! So I gotta see this again. It graphically does look good. Is this what it will look like when we get our hands on it? Frame rates, everything like that. An extra year of time plus a Switch 2 could definitely, like, help it. That dog's just Missile, though. That dog is just Missile, though. Which means it's the best starter. So what have we got? What have we got? Brout? Okay. Okay. It's got eyebrows from this, so it's Brout. Okay, I do like you. I'm not in love with Brout, but you are cool. Lots of Pomeranian into a Pom-Pom. It's just Missile. That is just Missile. What have we had Rowlet to? That's just Missile. Have we already started the train of I swear to God if Pom-Pom gets on 2 feet for its final evolution? Has the train already started of this dog better fucking stay on all fours? Because we will once again denied that in Scarlet and Violet with Weed Cat. Weed Cat once again became a fairy. Of course, we only have like 2 jokes. But I want it to stay a dog. It's funny because we actually had in Scarlet and Violet, we had a 4-legged creature go bipedal with Weed Cat. But also, Fuecoco started on 2 legs and went on all 4s with the final crocodile stage. That is just this. I'm choosing this one. I don't even need, like, it's Missile. How could I not? This dog is just Missile. You choose Pom-Pom because that's what good boys do. Okay, I really like you. Gekwa, okay, Gekwa's really good as well. I really like Gekwa. A water gecko with a giant head and eyes is really good. Gekwa's my favorite. I think Gekwa's really good. I think Gekwa would win for me if the dog wasn't so Missile. If the dog was less Missile, I think Gekwa would win. But the dog is extremely Missile. So Pom-Pom wins. Pom-Pom wins because it is just Missile. Ooh! Clouds are in the shape of something over there. Ominous clouds in the shape of something over there. Oh, can we actually swim underwater through this? Oh, if we get, like, dive back and actually, like, can do underwater environments, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Alright. Pokemon wins. And... Wave! waves! Winds and waves. I guess that's why it's such a focus on the water. I guess the focus on the water is because the winds also affect the water. But also there was like the giant, like we saw a windmill earlier. The leak name finally happened. Oh, these names were leaked. Okay. Whoa! What? My favorite one that I saw was that Pom-Pom's evolution is just a second head that files a third head. Just, okay, that is a... Whoa! Whoa! Five-year gap. Five years? Unless they... surely they don't mean early 2027, right? Because some Pokemon games have released early in the year. I believe Legends Arceus was like a January, February release. But surely for a brand new generation. Surely for a brand new generation, they absolutely save it for the holiday release, right? Surely. Surely this still means November next year, right? 5 years? They, like, really want to make sure this, like, comes out and then performs well, yeah. So, Ricky, if it's early 27, it'll be a 4-year gap. Late 27, it'll be a 5-year gap. I mean, even if it's early 2027, that's still going to be the longest, like, time frame. Because it's been consistent always, like, November, possibly, like, maybe sometimes October or something like that. But it's been consistent holiday season 3 years or 4 years. So even if it's early 2027, that's a couple extra months, it's still the longest time. It's still the longest time frame. If it's late next year, that's 5 years, which is completely and utterly unheard of for Pokemon. Because that is actually, whoa. They've actually, like, listened to people complaining about the performance issues and just being like, what, the last couple Pokemon games have had performance issues and they've not been as fleshed out as some other entries. Maybe they're finally adjusting to the fact that these are now console games and not handheld games. So maybe they need a little extra time. Or possibly it's also just 5 years because they are still putting out stuff like Zeo. So maybe this is still the same amount of dev time as the other ones, but they just put time to the other into like the side entries as well. The cover legend, unless opposite has Houndoom, then overrides anything else. I'm expecting it's meant to cut this time, considering Scarlet and Violet and ZA. Oh, Houndoom's in ZA as well. I mean, I have Missile, so like I win immediately. I have Missile, so I just win. I'm just gonna play as Missile. I'm just gonna play Missile. It's 2027. I mean, that's good for me. It gives me time to actually fucking finish Scarlet and Violet and its DLCs. It gives me time to actually do shit, which I appreciate. Do we have a teaser? Very Loud Waves is our teaser. But I don't want to compete with other games. People will play that might take away time from this. It's just like, again, the people have always said, why don't they just take longer to make Pokemon games? And I get that idea and I get that sentiment. Pokemon games, especially for a brand new generation, are way more than just games. A brand new generation of Pokemon is a brand new era of everything that comes with the like the marketing and merchandising side of Pokemon. A brand new era of Pokemon is more of the anime to happen, more plushies to happen of all the new ones. It's more trading cards of all of the new sets that are going to come out for it. Like, Pokemon is so multimedia and so many different things. And the flagship is consistently always the new generation of games. But for as much as they do other big projects and stuff, like, as time's gone on, they're doing more different things. Like, obviously, something like Pokemon Go is huge. All of their mobile games that they do, stuff like the Legends games coming out, and everything like that. And just how big the TCG market is now because of... Let's not get into it. The forefront is always the new gen of games. It is always the new games come out, and that is the thing that defines the next couple of years for Pokemon. So my thing has always been like, I don't expect them to take longer, because then it slows down literally everything else to come out. But it seems like they're actually doing it this time. Probably comfortable with the fact that ZA is still a thing. Just recently that they can wait until next year. They can go a year without like a big Pokemon release. 10-year anniversary of Pokemon Go? Fucking Christ, I'm old. I miss when TCG wasn't hot. I miss when we used to get in Pokemon cards at work and we didn't like sell out immediately so kids could actually buy Pokemon cards. I miss when we would get a delivery of Pokemon cards at work and the boss didn't have to open the store an hour early because people would come up and literally bang on the shop door to be like, I need to buy my Pokemon cards. It's the new release day and I know you have them. And I wish those people wouldn't, like, see me walking in with newspapers and, like, try to grab me and throw me to the ground because they think I'm trying to cut in line for the Pokemon cards. I miss the days when that wasn't my work experience with Pokemon cards. I miss it. I miss it greatly. I miss it so much. But hey, Gen 10, it looks good. It looks good. Not even in like a backhanded way. It just like, this just looks good. It's Pokemon. It's not going to be like super detailed or anything like that because intensely, massively like 4K textures on the environment would look weird next to Pokemon. But like the water looks great. Like look at that town. Look at that. Oh, that looks good. It looks so good. So I ever played a TCG when I was a kid. I even went to a tournament. I had tournaments that were like at the local Toys R Us near me. So I went to those. I never won. But I got like promotional cards. One day I'll do a stream when I show off my Pokemon cards on stream. I just have to organize them because since the last time I organized my Pokemon cards, I've probably bought like 30 packs. And I haven't organized those. Well, the comparisons between Scarlet Violet and Weewa in terms of water and environments. Again, like, for me, Scarlet and Violet is a case of... I understand that Scarlet and Violet don't look great. I understand that Scarlet and Violet don't perform great. But for me, it was very much a case of I didn't really care because what I enjoyed about Scarlet and Violet was so good that... Again, this is my thing when it comes to something like Pokemon, when it comes to, like, performance and graphics. The performance of Scarlet and Violet being poor, the graphical fidelity and detailing of Scarlet and Violet being poor, those didn't take away from the experience of Scarlet and Violet for me. It is not a case of, oh, I'm playing the game, but it performs so poorly it's ruining the experience, or even negatively impacting it. It's not. It's not. It looking better and it performing better is a positive. A lack of that is not a negative for me. Like, Pokemon games are not like super intense action games where if the frame rate's shit, it feels physically bad to play. Like, it doesn't really matter. And also, again, Scarlet and Violet, like, the lack of polish made us allow us for some really stupid bullshit that playthrough. But if Weewa looks this good when you're playing it, if Weewa has, like, environments and locales that I'll visit and I'll be like, damn, this looks so cool, then that's a positive. I will enjoy that. I will enjoy that. I'm not someone who needs it. I think people definitely overblow how bad the performance and graphics are of Pokemon games because we're in an era of discourse where Dex Cut happened. So now people need to complain about literally every single thing in Pokemon games. And I understand you can critique it, but like critiquing more performance is valid. That's fine because it is a thing that affects the game. Because like it is a thing that can affect the game for some people. But also I think people overblow it. I also think people overblow it. Like, people treated Scarlet and Violet like it performed like fucking Assassin's Creed Unity on launch. And no, it didn't. No, it didn't. Being the table mishaps and doing zoomies with Sleeping Houndoom. Oh god, go and watch episode 14 of my Scarlet and Violet playthrough. Like, and go and watch episode 14 of Scarlet and Violet playthrough and fucking tell me that my experience playing Scarlet and Violet would have been better if the game was more polished. I fucking dare ya. Either way, I'm excited. I always enjoy Pokemon. I'm not as super deep into Pokemon anymore as I used to be when I was a kid. Again, I still haven't done the DLC for Scarlet Violet. I haven't played Legends games. I don't do competitive stuff anymore. Like, I have so many other games. Like, when I was a kid and I had less games because, you know, I had less money, Pokemon games were games that I put a lot more time into. But as now, I do all of this and I have so many other games to work through that I'm never going to be, like, diehard Pokemon in terms of just I'm playing the games shitloads, I'm like 100%ing them, I'm shiny hunts. I'm never going to be that person. I just don't have the time for it. But, you know, I do enjoy Pokemon. I've played through, like, all of the mainline games. I play through, like, I was playing through, like, a number of the side games in the past. I just haven't been doing that recently. And, again, it was, like, Scarlet and Violet, I think, because of what they did with the characters and the story in that game, they really showed that Pokemon games, in terms of the journey from start to finish of the game, can be incredible game experiences. Pokemon doesn't just need to be a thing about just, oh, the Pokemon are cute, oh, the, like, the ends game, like, competitive battling is, like, fun to set up your teams and stuff like that, which when I was younger was a lot of my focus of Pokemon. But Scarlet and Violet was just, like, no, I'll think about this game a lot because I just really like the characters and the story, and I think it was like it was just a really satisfying experience to go through, and that's what I hope from here. They did the cover legend in the game. There's never been box legendaries that have ever been like integrated into the story better than Miraidon and Koraidon. It's never been better than that. It does make me want, because again, like Pokemon stories have 3 plots. Generally, they have 3 plots. It's the gyms, it's the rival team, and like the enemy villain team, rival team, and then it's the legendary. And in various games, those have different levels of overlap. Often, the legendary and the rival team are pretty interconnected. But then Scarlet and Violet explicitly made them 3 separate storylines that then all combined at the end, and it fucking ruled. It was so good. And like, when it comes to WeWorld, that's gonna be that's gonna be the thing I'm looking for. Like, that and just like, what do I think of the generation of Pokemon? Because that's always just fun. Like, I don't like Sword and Shield as games because the story experience of going through it is like really dull. The story is not interesting. The characters are not interesting. Most of the towns you visit are not interesting. But I love the generation of Pokemon of Sword and Shield. I think there's a lot of good Pokemon in that generation. It's not my favorite or anything, but I really like the Pokemon that are in Sword and Shield. And then I also really love the Pokemon that are in Scarlet and Violet. So for me, like, I'll enjoy the pretty graphics, I'll enjoy the everything like that. But what I'm looking for is, what is the experience of going through the story and the worlds for the first time, from like start of the game to the end of the story? What is the generation of Pokemon like? Do I have a bunch of Pokemon in that gen that I will like think of fondly and put in like my top whatevers? Then possibly eventually buy plushies. I still don't have a Palafin plushie, which I really should do. There's also that one giant Dracovish plushie, which I really want to buy this like the fucking 4-foot Dracovish plushie and just like leave it here on every stream. I love Dracovish because of how much I hate Dracovish, which is why I love Dracovish. Anyways, Best Buy Sword and Shield was Galarian, Zigzagoon, Appleworm, and Doggo Legends. Dracovish. Doggo Legends are fun. Appleworm is fantastic, don't get me wrong. For me, so, the Best Buy Sword and Shields was absolutely Dracovish, though. I love Dracovish so much because I didn't realize it was possible for a Pokemon to make me react that way to seeing it. Well, I don't have it on stream because I played Sword and Shield on my own, because people, like, even out of the discourse of just like, oh my god, look at the trees or whatever. People were just like, yeah, the story sucks. So I was like, I'm not gonna bother streaming at them because, like, my reactions to that stuff won't even be interesting. But when I played Sword and Shield on my own, I was just like, the Pokemon are fun. I fucking love Phalanx. But like, man, this game sucks. But then I got to Dracovish, and Dracovish was legitimately just a, what the fuck is that? Like, even without streaming, I like openly gasped, just what the fuck is this? And I just had to look at it to try and process it for a while of, that is a monstrosity, what the fuck have we done? And the fact that a Pokemon can make me react like that immediately means that it's one of my favorites. Because it, like, Pokemon are normally cute or cool creatures, and the fact that I can actually do that was awesome. Either way, I'm out of here. Not really, we're about to play Mario Kart World, but yeah, this is the end of the React video. Stay tuned for when I play, Wind Waker, Pokemon Wind Waker. Stay tuned for when I play Pokemon Wind Waker in 2028. Because I bet by the time they come out in 2027, I'll be, like, too busy doing other playthroughs. And I'll probably wait, like, a couple months to see if people say the games are fun. In terms of, like, the story and shit. So stay tuned for Pokemon Wind Waker in 2028. Fire exclusive. As in the only person who's waiting that long. Thank you all so much for watching. And until 2028, this is version 2, signing out.